about meetings and so forth and so on. And let me clarify as best I recall. My meeting, I believe, took place about 2 months ago. Mr. Barton, you were at the meeting, I believe. Am I about right, 2 months?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah, time flies, you never know what's going on. And I believe Mr. Seacrest, Mr. Barton, myself, and Aaron Baker were at the meeting. And I will say that the meeting consisted of a brief introduction and a quick picture of the plan with the possible alternatives shown here today. I'll also comment that I have not read this plan, just a brief overview. I believe there's over 2,000 pages in the, am I correct, about 2,000 pages in this? Okay. And to further answer the question, I'm not privy to any meetings that were held before I became mayor last May. So I'm not too sure what transpired with who. You may want to clarify some of that up as we go along. And I also might comment that looking at the March 9th date, that's right around the corner. That's just a couple days. And I'm not sure how many people have had an opportunity to see this plan prior to today. I think if I was to ask the audience, the numbers would be very, very small indeed. I know it is available, but I'm not too sure in conversation with the number of people that they even were aware of this plan. Mr. I comment that last time I'd said that there were, I believe there were 4 alternatives, correct?
That's
With
correct.
9 possible items per alternative.
So 9 programs.
And I had misspoken and thought there were 36 total that way, but I'm not a mathematician. In speaking with Mr. Barron, he tells me there were over 6,000 possible combinations. And we start putting all that together. Am I correct on that, sir? Over 6,000 possible mathematical combinations with those numbers. And that's what I think makes this so complicated for most people to grasp, let alone be able to grasp it and have it ready next week as far as comments go, at least constructive comments. It's easy to make lots of comments, but they're not always constructive. And I prefer constructive comments. Thank you. The short notices, even though it wasn't a short notice, the short notice to the people in this area, I think, and to answer the question of one gentleman, why we as a city council didn't act on any of this earlier. We weren't really asked to act on any of this as a council at that time until the appropriate time. And of course now we're at that time, and I think we seriously need an extension of this to formulate it. There are so many, and as all of you out there, if you do take one of the DVDs, and I encourage everybody to, I think there's quite a few there, to encourage you to do so. As you start to go into this, you find out how terribly complicated a document it is. In a matter of 150 days, I don't think you could really analyze all of this and absorb it and then come up with comments that would be fitting. And with so many choices and permutations of the choices, it will take a lot of concentration to do so. So I do encourage everybody, please go through this document and you'll see how complicated it is. And I think it'll give you a little clearer answer when you can translate it all.